technology accelerates everything. During the Renaissance, we had doubled the amount of information that we had acquired during that previous hundreds of thousands of years. Then it doubled again, sort of within a couple of hundred years. I believe that it doubled between 1960 and 1970, and I believe that the rate of information doubling at the moment is less than a year. There is a projected point where information is doubling every fraction of a second, which would mean that every fraction of a second we are acquiring more information than has existed in the whole entirety of previous human history. My feeling is that, say, as the internet, for example, erodes our concept of physical geography, as distance becomes meaningless, as national borders become increasingly meaningless, then things like national boundaries, they begin to evaporate. They start to mean nothing. People who can see the boundaries disappearing and who feel frightened and exposed, they are going to desperately try to turn the clock back to a simpler time when they could understand things or thought they could understand things. Some golden age in the 1950s. The same thing is true of religious fundamentalism. The religiously minded, or some of them, rather than adapt their spirituality to a changing world, have decided to say, no, we believe that God created the entire universe in 7 days and that he only put those dinosaur fossils there to test the faith of 19th century paleontologists. This is what leads to the idiocies of both religious and political fundamentalism. We should remember these people are frightened. And you can understand why. The world around them is boiling. It is changing from one state to another. None of us have any idea what is going on or what is going to be the outcome of all this, particularly our leaders, who are just surfing upon a wave of populism. They are not in control of the wave, they are surfing upon it. Nostalgia and sentiment are two of the things that lead most directly to the populist or fascist movements that we're seeing around the world today. We seem to have lost that respect for the past and the people that were necessary for us to exist.